You know, double stack 45 or bigger is something I've never really liked to hold in my hands.
It's because you have those little girly hands.
Yeah, I got baby hands, man.
Yeah. I got these big fucking manly graspers that I'm trying to get into, and we're live! We're having a live stream. Oh shit. I don't know what to do with my hands. Let me make sure it's actually streaming. We are live! We are fucking live. Here's the intro. Let me eat some venison real quick. We'll get it back up going. Make sure this live stream isn't fucking me over.
I'm gonna go back to my show. I'll be back in a bit.
Alright, buddy. Mmm. That shit is tasty. Oh, alright, let me get this stream thing going correctly the way it's supposed to. Since Streamlabs just doesn't ever want to agree with me. We'll get this thing all kicked off the correct way. Just gotta get one more ting. Got to have the description. So first off, while I have everybody here, there's probably nobody here, but while people are in the beginning of this thing, please, if you haven't, check out the description. And if you got some money burning a hole in your pockets, start of a new year, new you, maybe go down and send a little donation over to the Green Beret Foundation. Oh. And if you feel like you've got too much money burning holes in your pockets, you can donate to me as well. And give me more motivation to get on here and stream some games. Alright. Got that figured out. I'll close this out. I believe we're ready to stream some What Remains of Edith Finch. Also, go follow me on Twitter, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I post, because I usually post on YouTube about when I'm going to be playing. I usually post votes and shit like that on there. These things are really good. And I'm going to mute myself. We're going to get into some What Remains of Edith Finch, guys. I'm actually really excited to get back into playing this game. Been waiting 2 long days. So the last thing we saw in the game was
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
what? Are we gonna have to play through this whole fucking thing again? Oh no.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go through it all again.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale.
If you've seen this part already, just skip forward like 6 or 7 minutes. It's about how long it takes.
I'm calling it the surprise ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her
better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight.
I like how her dad just like slipped and halfway chopped his fucking arm off on a goddamn table saw.
You're right.
And she's mad she has to
Also,
babysit.
I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh yeah, my last stream got demonetized for this.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Old Finch rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Whack.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh.
Walter, are you there?
Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Whack.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet. she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It's coming from inside the house.
You tell me like 30 motherfuckers done slept in or crept in her house, and she didn't hear none of that shit.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans.
Oh my
Of course,
God.
The police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard. But that's another story.
Oh, I'm farting like crazy.
Barbara, tucked inside the music box, is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Alright, thank God that's over. So she was 16.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Damn, man, it's some real. Oh my God. Cigarette butts and a happy birthday cake and some spilled popcorn and a 6-pack of what I assume is beer. Okay. Why the fuck did I just hear an engine running? This bitch, holy
I
shit.
guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
This is cool as fuck. All these pads and shit, they're all so fucking neat.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Who is this guy?
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Okay. What's
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
shit. Okay.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
I was already in here. Yeah. Gotta be some other shit going. I really haven't fucked around with the first floor, like, at all. Ah.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
What the fuck happened on the last night? I'm so curious.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Let's check out this room. I like this room. There we go. A key. See what's in this basement. Pool table, that's pretty punk rock. How the fuck is the hot water heater still working?
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Okay. Sven, the father.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
What the fuck? There's like a generator going down here.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all
Holy
these
fucking
stories,
shit.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
So they put Walter down here? Aw, dude, that's fucking... That's heartbreaking. It really is. They put the kid in the fucking basement.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule.
Why is it always peaches?
I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Uncle Walter.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Am I supposed to... No? I stood up. Oh shit. Oh shit. This motherfucker had like a whole subterranean deal going on.
Whatever killed Barbara.
Oh.
Molly.
So they really think...
And Calvin.
What? So he thinks
Maybe
like a...
this is all a mistake.
He thinks like a monster killed him.
But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind. if
Still,
I'm
such a gorgeous game.
For a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
What? It was a train.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
A train hit him. That was the rumbling he was feeling, too.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Holy shit. So he thinks a monster killed all the kids. And then a fucking train run him over. Holy
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
So he just had
I don't want to make the same
a
mistakes
trash
she
pit
made,
down there. I was wondering what he did with all the trash.
trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Oh shit. Wow. Can I just, I was about to say, can I just walk off the edge? That'd be funny. Why
I
are
don't
there...
know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Ooh.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Is she pregnant? Oh, she is pregnant.
And the history you're a part of.
She looks pregnant, though. Yeah.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Or is she just a little thick?
People in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Wow. That fucking house, man. I want to get up there.
That history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
That's pretty fucked, yeah.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Wow.
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Wow. That's very depressing.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Holy shit. 10 years old. 11. So this dude would have been 56. Walter would have been 53. Barbara was 16.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Is that the boat?
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Guess I'm just supposed to fuck off.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad is
Sam,
pretty
Gus,
strict,
and
but it wasn't
Gregory.
enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do
33,
better.
and nope, fucking 13. God, there's a lot of graves
She
out
lost
here.
2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not an gravestone. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
I knew she was fucking pregnant. Oh, don't let this shit break.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Dude's a fucking war veteran. Plays croak or polo, I guess that's what that would be. Hunting
Sam
rifle with
spent
his
his
name
life
on it.
shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Vietnam veteran. United States Marine. What a G.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm?
Perfect.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything? It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
To tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Let me get the knife.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. Great shot, Don! I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh shit. Damn.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
So we know what happened to Molly, Barbara, Calvin, Sam, Odin, Walter, and Edith. Not Edie, but Edith. Because I guess we're Edie, maybe?
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Oh shit, that little hidden door.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Oh, that's terrifying looking. Holy shit.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Look at my fat little baby arm.
It's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world is like. He reminded me so much of Calvin. silly it sounds. But I worried about the baby being too happy. But I could feel her slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
So this kid died for some fucked up reason because Sam keeps calling.
Hold on, I don't want to.
I wish she could have told us.
Oh,
What we saw.
fuck, I just drowned myself.
There's so much I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. I think he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Fuck, dude. That's fucking sad as shit.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Let's plant this fucker in a tree. Oh, I can't fucking shellac anybody in the head.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh, shit.
The wind picked up and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Oh, there's the other words.
mother sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, make the music louder. I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you. She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
That's pretty dope. Had a fucking rock climbing wall back here. I feel like that's where I was supposed to go in this, though. Oh, it was.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
There's still more Milton shit. I gotta find Milton.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal, but it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
That's a hell of a present.
Edith Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
What am I supposed to do with this? Oh, there we go. Holy shit, this is cool.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Alright, so let's look at this fucking family tree, right? So we have Odin, whose wife is Edie, Sam, Calvin, Barbara, Molly, and Walter, all their kids. Sam's kids with Dawn, I guess? Or Kay. Kay was the wife of Sam. Gus, Greg, and Dawn were their kids. Sanjay and Dawn gave birth to Edith, Milton, and Lewis. Okay, I got the family tree down now. I had to fucking focus on that for a second.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
It's so fucking sad, man. This whole like sealing the doors off thing, I hate that. Because I feel like it's such a finishing move on somebody, you know? Like their legacy is just...
Found in the house. Mom didn't want it getting out.
It just like kills their everything that was them. They're just done now. They're just gone. The flow of this game is extraordinary, though.
I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
This motherfucker literally live in a little boat. You had a hookah? Oh shit.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
He smoked a lot of weed is what he did.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to... wander.
Oh shit.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor, and he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of
a handsome queen.
Handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for...
Oh yeah, she's definitely looking for serpents.
Sinister serpents. He followed the sound of her electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon. but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Holy fucking shit.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him. His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
What? This dude went through a psychotic breakdown and they were letting him work at a fucking cutting factory, and then he cut his own head off through a form of bliss psychosis. That's fucking insane. Holy shit. I don't even know what to say to that.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Fuck, dude. This game just gets more and more sad.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom Mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Oh man. I'm gonna fucking cry. This is so sad.
That night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
This is her room. This is Edith's room.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
What is that? Feather? Pen.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, What are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone.
Fuck, dude.
The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes.
Nah, hang on. Can I pause it? Just that fucking statement right there. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. That's fucking... That's brutal.
And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
Am I going through a birth canal right now?
But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Edith is dead? What? What happened to Milton? What? What happened to Milton? Did I fuck something up? I gotta Google it. So you just never find out what happens to Milton? Can I see the family tree again? Fuck, dude. that game was barely, not even 2 hours. Like a little over an hour and a half. Fuck, dude. That was fucking sad. That was so sad. I don't even know what to... Fuck, I love games like this, dude. Firewatch, What Remains of Edith Finch, Layers of Fear, the games where you don't really have... There's no puzzle to solve. You just kind of go through the games and... You just figure out a story. It's like a live book, but better than a movie. You know, way better than a movie. Holy fucking shit, man. I don't even know what to think about that, other than it was great. That was a really awesome couple of hours, and is well worth the money that you give the devs for it. That was great. I didn't even think we reached the end of the story, you know? The shit with Barbara was really cool. How they went into the comic book thing with Calvin, how he flew off the cliff and he wanted to fly. Everything felt so personal. Lewis was fucking sad. Oh, God. What do you even... I feel like there's something at the end of the credits of this. I wish there were more people in the chat right now to talk about this, because that was insane. Fuck, that was sad. That was so fucking sad. The whole thing, the Sam thing was really depressing. Just everything was sad as fuck. There's no happy ending. Is there a sequel to this game? If there's not, I feel like there should be. I want to go to the store. Is there a sequel to this? No, you can get the soundtrack. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. Gregory, God, that was sad. And there's Calvin. Walter was really sad. Dude was just going crazy. Oh. Oh, let's see what this is. Oh, there's no post anything? Fuck, dude. I gotta play like Life is Strange or something now. That was crazy. That was so good. I don't even know what it worth every penny of it. I don't know how much the game is. I don't remember. I just bought it. $7.99 right now. If you don't want to spend $8 on that wonderful experience, that was so good. Fuck. I gotta go get some sleep or something. That was so fucking ridiculous and so good and so well put together. It was such a good story, and I feel like it set itself up for a sequel super well, even though this is it's a 2-year-old game. It came out in 2017. I hope that something from these guys comes out again. I want to see if the dev has anything else that's related to this. This is What Remains of Edith Finch, dude. I recommend this to you guys for sure. Go try and play it. I'm gonna end the stream here because I don't know what else to say. That was great. It was super sad, but such a well put together story, and I hope that something else like that. I hope I find another game like that here soon. fuck, it's always so good to play these kinds of games. And just, you feel so enthralled in the story and so brought up in it. And you get so attached to the characters. Especially when, like in this game, you get to know them. You get to really understand what happened to them. I might play this game next, Telling Lies. I'm gonna look through their games. I'm gonna find another one to play, and we're gonna stream it. I'm hoping I can keep this type of shit going, where I stream a game that is, you know, a story-driven game, and I stream an hour or so of it and kill it for the night, and hopefully we can find some more stuff like that. I'm gonna look into Telling Lies because that looks really good. I'm also gonna look into wow, that looks really cool, but not really what I'm looking for. Ashen, not really. I really wish I would have live streamed Layers of Fear for you guys. I put up a couple videos of it. That was ages ago. We might do Layers of Fear too. We're gonna find some more games like this though. I hope you guys have a great evening. Thanks for those of you who either stopped in to watch or are stopping in to watch later on. I hope you guys enjoy the video. And yeah, that fucked me up. So I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching. If you want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, you can check down in the description. You see my antics on Instagram, and I try to post when I'm live streaming. I don't do it because I'm really bad at it, but I post on here when I'm going to live stream. I post on YouTube, so hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can know when I'm going to do it. And I'll see you guys later. Take care.